Why can't we cultivate tolerance and negotiation? Why can't we promote peace agreements? Why can't we teach conflict prevention? Why can't we practice social dialogue? And why can't the government come to an agreement on peace and the protection of their people?
Ukraine caused millions of people the endless emotional suffering. About 6 million Ukrainians had to leave their homeland to escape the war. 90% of Ukrainian refugees are women and children.
Together, we can be the voice of change. Let's create a world where no one suffers in silence, where compassion thrives, and where the Red Cross and Crescent can continue their life-saving work.
Tsechofatsopule, 28, 8 months pregnant, murdered, her body hung from a tree. Luyanda Nkambule, 29, murdered in her own home.
In 4th grade, I was failing almost every single subject, so being diagnosed with an audio processing disorder was a relief because I finally had answers to what was happening.
The prevention of suicide is possible. While there is continued demand for legislation to ensure that disadvantaged populations have greater access to health and education, we can continue working to break the stigma.
1 in every 100 children is born with autism. For years, I've had the privilege of serving as the Goodwill Ambassador of Autism Society Philippines.
I'm here for all women around the world. I want to talk about a topic which is neither sexy or trendy, but it impacts the lives of all of us: breast cancer.
According to the World Health Organization, dating violence affects 3 out of 10 young people globally. It's a silent problem that crosses borders and affects adolescents in all countries.
Did you know that immigrant authorities encountered an all-time high of unaccompanied minors at or near the US-Mexican border in 2022?
It is important to me to highlight my heritage and represent all cultures and backgrounds that make the USA the diverse land that it is.
Social pressure is a reality that many preteens face on a daily basis.
It's a disease that affects every sphere of ours: personal, interpersonal, and sexual.
I want to speak on mental health, especially on anxiety in a woman.
No matter where you come from, no matter who you are in love with, you should be loved.
Don't be bound by stereotypes, because look at me. I am an athlete, but I'm also a beauty queen and a transformational leader.
I always like to say, be the change you want to see in the world, and that always starts with you, because every little step can achieve amazing greatness.
Breaking the cycle of suffering by creating a world filled with love.
The lives of children, mothers, and families depend on our action.
Financial inclusion is very limited in Zimbabwe, and therefore I stand as an ambassador of social change.
Come together and do our best to end child poverty.
That's why I've dedicated not only my pageantry, but my entire life to empowering others.
If not addressed, the lack of quality education will perpetuate the cycle of poverty.
It's through education and only education that a nation is built. It's an enabler to all other SDGs.
Definitely have to fulfill the basic needs of life through financial freedom, which comes by being Atmanirbhar or self-reliant. And when that freedom is fueled by passion and talent, it goes on to make history.
In your hands lies the ability to transform lives and to restore dignity of others. In your heart lies your voice for change.
If we are together, this dream can become true.